Well, I met BVD, as we used to call him, way back in '73. Five of us, I was studying at JJ, and five of us decided to go to Ahmedabad, see architecture. We went to CEPT, and under the neem tree, three stalwarts were discussing affordable housing. Doshi, Christopher, my friend, and John Turner. And that was an interesting discussion for more than an hour, and we were listening standing there. And then I decided when I become an architect, I will certainly join CEPT, and which I did in '75. Before starting this thing, I would like to read something which I recently wrote to him. We, about more than 50, 60 students of planning met in Goa just 15, 20 days back. It was a college, our reunion. Now, so far, from '72 onwards, when the School of Planning started, more than 5,000 people have become a planner from CEPT. I'm one of them. We met at Goa. It was we had a student from the first batch till the last batch, and it was a wonderful reunion. I wrote to Mr. Doshi, "Good morning, BVD. Sharad Mahajan here from '75-'77 planning batch. We in CEPT never called the teachers sir or madam in those good old days, and you always called us by our first names. I am in Goa for School of Planning CEPT reunion. Suresh Bhai from the first batch, Utpal Sharma, Amol, and many others are here. And the air is filled with nostalgia of earlier CEPT days when you gave us confidence to walk uncharted path, gave us wings to fly, and opened our eyes to the social realities of this amazing country. You encourage us to look at the world as if we are looking at it for the first time and as if it is the last day of our life. We all have grown old, have done interesting things in our lives, achieved something, and are indebted to you in more than many ways. We particularly, and particularly our batch of '75-'77, troubled you a lot. We had, we drew your cartoons and you laughed at it. We went on strike. We were thrown out of the hostel. You rusticated us from CEPT, and we were on dharna under the neem tree during those emergency days. You came and sat with us, discussed with us, called us for dinner at home, and took us back in your fold, and we became planner. You always kept the warmth of human relationship, encouraged us in whatever we did in our career and in our works. You particularly always supported our activities in Mashal and what we do, and gave us a pat on our back. You are a wonderful person, a great institution builder, a very young at heart. I have treasured a copy of Discovery of India you gave me when me and my wife Nita came to meet you after our marriage in 1978. We remember your openness, twinkles in your eyes, your storytelling, and making point with a mischievous smile on your face. We all salute you from the bottom of our hearts. And this was when we met, I sent it to him. And look at his response. He said, "Dear Sharad, I'm sorry that I saw your message after 4 or 5 days, but it's never too late. I wish your reunion was in Ahmedabad, and I would have been part of this moment personally." Anyway, those were the wonderful days. He's again talking about the CEPT of '70s. Wonderful days, and we were fresh novice. That time he was about 45. Christopher was about 30. He was still an eligible bachelor that time. And John Turner, I don't know, but he was senior, but wonderful person. We were fresh and novice, and wanting to explore the unheard and unseen. Adventure adventure is no name in the book, and I was novice and old, but little older in assumed experience, and for me that was a fun. I enjoyed fabricating stories. This is particular of because for every project of his he had stories. I really like fabricating stories and entice you and relish on the same game. So continue to continue my ways of doing things. Recall the old days and keep up your youthfulness and drink responsibly. I mean, he knows what we will do. Okay, so I will be sharing some of the stories, and I'm quite sure that people who have read his books must have heard wonderful stories. But some of the things I really feel that I must mention. And those stories are wonderful. Like you have seen his famous Doshi Hussain Gufa. So he will, of course, it's a masterpiece. I like Doshi also. I like Hussain also, and I like the end product, which is Doshi Hussain Gufa. So when I asked him, how did you come up with this wonderful thing? He said that two things. I was sitting under the tree, neem tree, and I was feeling sleepy. And then in sleep, some tortoise, he started walking and coming up from the earth. And I saw his back, and well, that was this thing. I said that this is interesting, but tell us interesting story, more interesting. He said that he saw a movie called The Fantastic Voyage. It is a futuristic movie where a person becomes too small and goes into the body to repair some brain cell, and he travels all the body, heart and all that. And he said that was interesting, that you get inside and you see the world, the body from inside. And I got the inspiration from that. So these are the type of the stories which is really sometimes true, sometimes not, and his mischievousness will tell that it will be a different story different time. So it's not the same story always. So he was that type of person. That was about, but his architecture works, some are very good, like SEPT building I really like, Indology I like, Doshi Hussain Gufa. I personally feel that he's an amazing person. He is not only a good architect and institution builder and a nice person, but he has interest in so many subjects. Like he will go and see Gujarati film like Veer Ramrawala, which is useless, worst film. He will go for Tamasha. In Pune, sometimes one day he came, he has done a lot of work in Pune. Kolte Patils and your Yashoda and many projects he has done. And that time, sometimes he says that, okay, Pune, is there still a Tamasha theater? I said, yes. So let's go. So that type of thing, he has an amazing youthfulness, ability to connect, and mesmerizing way of, once a client comes to him, he will see to it that he will stick with him. It's an amazing journey. I personally feel blessed to be his student, and also had an opportunity to work with him in some of the projects. And I'm really happy that his work has been appreciated, has got an award. And even if today he is not present over here, such a big audience is here. Thank you very much, and thanks a lot for coming here. Thanks.